YouTube, Darren here. We got a job. There it is. If you've been watching me for any length of time, this is my lawnmower. No, I do not have a nice, pretty, fancy one. Absolutely not. This is mine. Or actually, this is my wife's. She cuts the grass. This is an amalgamation, a hodgepodge. This is a gumbo, if you will, of lawnmowers. It's like 3 different mowers right there, the body and the seats. And then the deck is 2 or 3 new, and the tires, of course, are all new and different. The best thing about this mower, my cup holder. Maybe her mower, but it's my cup holder. And that's about the only really good thing that works on it is the cup holder. But it cuts grass really good. It's been around forever. It's like all my stuff. It smokes on occasion. So did I. The transmission is starting to lock up. The shifting rod has some rust on it. The shifting fork, and we'll take it apart and I'll show you, it has some rust on it. So what we're going to do is pull it off. We're going to polish up that shifting fork, re-grease it, fill it back up with a grease oil combination, and that will take care of it. And it'll run for another, oh God, how old is this thing? 30 years old. It's loud and it smokes, but it gets the job done. So what we're going to do, we're going to drop the deck on it, pull the deck off, pull the rear end out, and then we're going to crack it open. I don't know if we're going to get to be able to open it up today because it's already kind of late in the day and I had to work late. So we're back. More to come. Spin you around here and give some shout outs to everybody that's subscribed, and also mention a couple of groups. SulphurCityDesigns.com. Did you see the sign he made? It's not a sticker, that's a sign. Like, what is it, 18 inches by 24 inches? Big ass freaking sign. It's going to be like the grand prize for my drawing. Or our drawing, rather. Southern Off-Road Mowers on Facebook, guys. Go to it and post some junk, and that's how you can win the big freaking sign. Or not. But we like it if you do post stuff. ATLTF.com, the All-Terrain Lawn Tractor Forum. They can help you with your builds. You can post your build on there. You can post threads and put a timeline of how your builds are, and a bunch of really good guys. And if they can't figure it out, they'll call Doc Sprocket. They will. And 1M Ramrow. Thanks, man. I enjoyed meeting you at Prepper Stock 2014. I did not know you fished. I brought my canoes. We all went out on the canoes. So next time I catch up with you, whether we're up north, I'll still bring my canoes, and wherever we are, we'll go do some fishing. Wyatt One Able, also up there and had subscribed. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoy watching the stuff. I didn't say good stuff. Ryan Keefe. Thanks for subscribing, man. I told you I would. I can't remember if I did, because I don't watch my own videos. It's kind of creepy, unless I'm editing. And that's it. And as always, there's Edward. Damn cat. Oh, yeah. And since I don't work on 2-cycle stuff, somebody brought me another one to work on. It's going to be a long weekend. We're back. Here's my thump. My thunk is I need to go ahead and drop that deck while we're out there, and I really enjoyed hoisting it rather than jacking it, because I don't have to futz around the jack and don't have to worry about dropping it off the jack. So what we're going to do is take the deck off out here, going to move the Dammit Dixon outside. We're going to put it right here. We're going to hoist it up, and we're going to use this spot right here to take out the transaxle. Sounds good anyway. Back. I was going to go ahead and start pulling this off, and I figured I might do a video or record it so you could see, in case somebody needed to know how to do this. I mean, it's not really any kind of high-tech stuff. Right here in front of this roller wheel, it's an anti-scalping wheel. There's going to be these 2 bars, one on either side, and they have pull pins you're going to pull them and release them. Then there is going to be a bar across the back. Hang on, I'll make sure I've got us in focus. You can see it right there on the end. You're going to unbolt that. Looks like that's going to be a 9/16, I think. And then there's going to be this linkage, this shifter linkage right up here. We're going to take the C-clip out of it and take that guy off. And last, we'll remove these. There's one on either side. And that will set the deck down. All we have to do is unloop it from the cutting pulley. And that will be it. So, I'm going to go ahead and get that taken care of. Deck off. Okay. And we're going to flip it over in just a second. And I want to show you this. Why it's good to, every now and then, or when the season starts, go ahead and take your deck off. And just to take a look at it, because you see, there's a crack here. And it was tacked. I don't recall doing that. So it might have been when I got it. But anyway, the tack is broken. And so what we're going to do is grind this guy down, clean it up, make a nice pretty edge on it where it'll accept a good weld. And then we're going to weld this back together. I'm also going to grease all the fittings. We're going to clean this up and out. And probably paint this gnarly thing too, just to protect it. Not to make it any prettier. Let's see what the bottom looks like. Not bad. Not bad. Blades need sharpening. You'll notice those are just regular cutting blades. Those aren't mulching blades. So, okay. Not bad. I expected holes. Now, all we need to do, put some bigger tires on it, some good aggressive mud tires. And, no, wait, we can't do that. Should I lock the rear end while I have it out? And you can see what I've gotten done so far. Got the hoist set up, got the tires off. I was pleasantly surprised. I figured these things would be rust welded on there. They were not. They came off very nicely. They were still greased. So at some time in the past 7 or 8 years, I actually greased those. Kudos to me. Now, we're using a 1/2 inch socket and a 1/2 inch wrench. Taking off this one completely. Taking off this one just about all the way. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and take off the brake caliper bolts. I'm going to break every one of them because it is so much easier to break them down here when these are all factory installed. It's so much easier to break them while everything's bolted together than it is while it's up on my welding table. I went ahead and took out this front support as well. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Take out the bolt on this side almost all the way. The other one I'll remove completely. We'll put a piece of foam down or a rubber tire or something like that. We're going to drop the transmission down. Going to oil the pulley where the gear, the input is. Probably going to let it stop right there for the day and let it soak overnight. I may go ahead and put a little heat on it just to make it easier tomorrow because I got a feeling this guy's going to make a bitch. We're under here. More to come. I have all the bolts out but 2, and they're only held in place by a couple of threads. Now it's time to get this linkage. You might not be able to see, but I have already started taking this off, and that was a 7/16. I took it off at where the selector actually goes into the transmission, or the transaxle. Now, I got it right here in my hand. This guy, 9 times out of 10, these are a fine thread. Go ahead right now. Stick it in a Ziploc by itself. Throw it in your bolt bucket, because that way you can find it easy. I cannot tell you how many of those I've lost. I don't know where. I don't know where they are. Somewhere there's a squirrel in my yard with a bunch of fine thread bolts up in his little squirrel house. So I'm going to pop this guy off with a screwdriver. Going to put something down here soft, drop it down, lube up that pulley, We might try to pop it off real quick. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back and got the tranny out. Oh, here comes Edward. He's wanting his camera shot. Damn camera hog. Damn cat. But we're getting ready to just try to pop this guy off with one hand. Don't want to lose that little clip. I have not done anything other than spray it. Not bad. I hope there's needle bearings aren't eating up inside that thing, making it Wallace so nice. More to come. Gonna have to use 2 hands. Is that? We're back. More to come, guys. Got the pulley off. Went ahead and cleaned it. Scraped all around the bolts. Picked out all the recesses because it's Torx heads on there. One of them is rusted away completely, and of course it's the center one. It's going to be a bad one. What I'm probably going to end up doing is reaching in there with my Dremel, trying to grind it out. This is what's going to be the problem. I imagine these bolts will either break off, so many will break off that it won't be usable, or I'll get everything broke off but that one, and I'm going to end up cracking the top of the case. Which, you know, it happens. But I'll get another transaxle, I'm sure. And just to show you, it is a Spicer 4360-79 142603, and the manufacturing date on it was 7/25/94. I think that's correct. Spicer Dana. So this is a 94. 20 years old. I'd be kind of rusty too. That's it. Not going to do anything else today. Going to let that thing soak. Like I said, my thoughts are it's not going to work, but we're going to try it, and we'll try it on video. Nothing like a good fail for make everybody happy. But I do have that one that I've got stuck back in the corner, and I told her if that one, we had problems, then that one would work, because I pulled it out and cranked it up. And it has the 11 horsepower Tecumseh on it, but the Tecumseh is kind of funky, and I do have another motor that I'm going to put on it, and we'll just use that. So, no biggie. Let me zoom out. Bet that was scary. So, no biggie. Gonna end it now. Remember, guys, end of the month we're gonna have the drawing for Southern Off-Road Mowers. For all the crazy killer junk. Kinda, sorta. But, remember, if there's anybody you hate, anybody you despise, your in-laws, you don't like them, forward this video to them, send it to them.